Hey Nate, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out and spoke with Tasha the other day, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and quick. Just want to show you 3 tips that you could do to potentially get more traffic online and maybe improve upon your website a little bit. So, with that, let me get started. I see that you guys have a huge team covering all of Texas, all of, and Louisiana. You're doing a lot of good things here. There's just a couple of things that I would say that would potentially really help you. So, love the fact that you have your button to your contact page here. Typically, what you really want though is like a form submit here as well. Your phone number, which is a click to call, and maybe a virtual chat or some other way. If you can have 3 ways for people to really quick get in contact with you, that right here on your homepage, right as people open up, that's usually great for conversions. But having a link that goes directly to your contact page is good. I would just basically add those other things in. But my first tip really goes along with content, and content is super important. And one thing that you just don't have a ton of throughout the site when I was looking through it. And the reason content is so important is because that really is what gets you ranked for specific keywords. And looking at your site, you are ranking on 90 keywords, and looking at what you're ranking for, a lot of it has to do with your name, different people's names. If you look at these buyer intent keywords like roofing companies, Temple, Texas, you can see that you're on the top of the 4th page, and you're just never going to get any traffic, from that. So some of the stuff probably not really going to get you a lot of buyer intent keywords. And I did look, I kind of focused on Waco, and Temple, and you can obviously, you can do this for every location you're at. You can really build out these team pages to where they're ranking for their specific locations. But one of the things that if I wanted to rank for roofing Temple, Texas, for instance, and 450 searches a month, that's quite a bit of volume every month. And I would have that as a heading, or within a heading. I would have it within my text. I would save an image as that keyword. And what happens is Google, when they crawl your site, they see that you have that keyword verbatim within your content, and it helps you to rank faster and more efficiently. So, really important to have those keywords, in headings, in photos, throughout your content. Um, and also, the more content you have, the more keywords you can be found for, right? So it's really important to have a lot of content because you can't keyword stuff. You can't just put a bunch of keywords in there. Google will ding you for that. So it has to be pretty much in your content. And the more you have, the more you can be found for. And it is also a ranking factor. So if you look at Wikipedia and Yelp, one of the reasons why they do so well is because they have just a ton of content. And within Google's algorithm, it's not only about quality of content, it's also about quantity. So content's super important. What we say in our business, content is king, and you definitely want to have a lot of it throughout your site. So that would be my first tip. My second tip would go along with, I know you guys have a ton of Google business profiles, and you really want to do this for all of them. So the first really big step to improving these and really growing upon these is by getting reviews. Reviews are super important. They add validity, and they show Google that other people trust you. And if other people trust you, like if your clients trust you, if the people that have found you on Google trust you, then Google itself should trust you, and they'll start ranking you and moving you up. So as many 5-star reviews as you can. There's a few ways you can get those. You can pay for them. They have review services out there that will, allow you to purchase reviews. They also, you can also do CRM type stuff. Email clients when they're done with a job and say, hey, look, can we get a review? Here's our review form, a link to our review form. If you can send us a review, that's a great way to do it. What we found is effective as well is you get a QR code, you link it to your review form, You print that out, you laminate it, you give it to your installers, and at the end of a job, they can show the property owner, hey, can you give us a review for the work that we've done? And they can give you a review in the matter of seconds or if not minutes. So it's really quick and it updates automatically. So, reviews very important. Making sure this information is pretty consistent throughout the web. So if you have a Yelp page, for instance, and your website, obviously, and this Google Business Profile, you want to make sure that, like, no matter what platform people are searching on, they're getting the same information and accurate information. Because what Google doesn't like is if people were to search your Google or your website, your Google profile, and your Yelp and get different information on all three of them. And it doesn't have to be Yelp; it could be Nextdoor, Home Advisor, any place that your information is out there. They want to make sure that it's accurate and consistent everywhere. So really important. And then last but not least, you want to add pictures, photos that are saved as specific keywords and geotagged. So let's just say, for whatever reason you're here in Odessa and you want to rank there, you would save a keyword as maybe roofing Odessa, Texas. You would geotag it as that location, and right there, Google will feel that you did a roof or you did some sort of service in that location. So really important to show Google where you're working and how big a location you are, and they can start building and growing your Google Business Profile based on those three things. And you can link it to your socials. There's a lot of other things, but those are the three things that I would focus on. And last but not least, you really want to build up the strength of your site. And how you do that is by adding referring domains that send backlinks to your site. So, you do have 89 referring domains, and these are just websites that are sending links to you. And you have 56 of those are do follow. And do follow is the ones that send you power. And as you can see here, you're at a 29 and a 12. And, really you'd like to see a 1-to-1 ratio there or close to it. So you're not quite 1-to-1, but that 29 isn't a bad number. And just to show you what that looks like, this is MG Roofs in Mark Gilmester Roofing in there in Temple, and not as strong a site, not a little bit stronger in terms or a little bit weaker in both of these, but they are really focusing on this particular keyword. And as you can see here, even though you're getting more traffic, most of your traffic's coming from your name versus they're getting buyer specific traffic, and so their traffic value is higher. So, you can definitely beat these guys out by doing a few of the tricks that I was talking to you about. So, I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been informative. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments, concerns. We would love your feedback, either way. So whatever you thought of this video, we would like your feedback one way or another. I also have a link to our Google Calendar within the email. Feel free to schedule some time that works for you, and myself or my business partner Jackie would love to get on the phone with you and chat and see if potentially we can help you in any way, shape, or form. So with that, have a great day and God bless. Thank you, Nate.